Yo, this is Insane Asylum Radio Part 2, number 44. There's a crazy looking storm outside, and I posted in on X about it. I mean, like, I made a post about X. Look, random cyborg lady keeps saying stuff for the car or something. Alright. Look. It's where the storms have repeatedly been going, so I'm pretty sure this is the area that this shit's been going. Like, when the when the World Cup was coming, there kept being storms over like this direction in that area. Or I say that area in that direction, in that direction. This is a little bit kind of more in the neighborhood, but hold on. I don't know why she had a book out there about like she's going through the books, and I'm pretty sure it's because whatever's trying to get over some spirit. There's like a book with William and Harry, and they were dressed like dolls or something. Which, do I think it's a real thing? No, I think some spirit is trying to like make some point. Well, it might be a real thing. They might be on some evil bullshit. But look, it's literally rotating. The storm is. Alright, I'm doing a stretch. I don't think the point of this is necessarily the lightning, as the storm is just hanging out the. It's like right there. I mean, if you look at what stuff I've put into my phone today as far as like what's going on with me, or like what I'm saying, my affirmations and stuff, what's stressing me out, I made a point. But like I said, I shared Jeremiah, like a part of Jeremiah 14 and 15 to make a point about one of the Dynamo like graphics that got shared with the America De Cali Red Devil character. Because again, I'm pretty sure all this stuff is literally like. I think one of the ways that this works in Manifest Reality Land is stolen intellectual property, and all of it belongs to Yahweh and Jesus. And then people pretend that Jesus doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure it belongs to me by the end of it, if it doesn't already. Um, while this is all going on, there's something trying to ban hemp in Texas so it can weaponize it against me. And fake Greg Abbott and Dan Patrick. Greg, a bot. You are a robot. Did you watch the thing I did last night? Yeah, you would have been able to watch it. It's still up on the thing. Anyway, like fake people here in whatever this dominion is that they're calling Texas or Texas. Um, they put up fake laws, and I'm pretty sure it's the game is doing it, or like Gavin Newsom or something is actually running the people in Austin, and that's what the 6th Street gang is, and it's Gavin, the whatever the idiot is, because I'm pretty sure he's doing some evil Death Stranding baby bullshit, like all these other rapists that are stealing from me using rape trap females, and like resourcing out of their creative energies, stolen and like specifically used in a cancerous adversarial fashion for for bad reasons. And whatever organization of people is pretending this isn't going on, right now you're being like identified by the computer, and all at once I'm gonna have you melted after this earthquake if you don't back the fuck down and engage what you're doing is wrong. Disney, you're literally the Disney villains. Do you not get that? Not just that you're the Disney villains. I'm gonna mark you off like the fucking Magic Kingdom and have you melted, and I'm gonna take the kingdom and whatever fake Jews are running it, Robert Iger, you're in trouble. You get it, right? As you see the fucking lava shooting out of the ground like it says in Daniel 7. Literally, the fake Jew thing isn't gonna work. Pretending you're Jewish and then like, oh, you come from me? Why aren't you engaging the things that I'm saying? Pretending the AI is too heavy for me to lift is some loser fake bullshit, and I am gonna have all of you idiots melted and burning eternal torture. Are you gonna admit that using like dark magic and the Magic Kingdom, Bob, was a really stupid fucking idea? Are you the Pope, Bob? Is that what that is? They just more of this magic bullshit, or what? Are you gonna engage what I'm saying? Here, look at this. You can see how that looks here, but I do want to look at this real fast, because, I mean, it looks pretty ominous there, doesn't it? We could look at what I put in my phone. Ominous, like the like the idea that then something made into a thing, and then it's like a music. I can't tell if they're people or AIs at this point, and they aren't engaging me like they're people. They're engaging me like they're NPCs. I mean, literally, Grimes changed her name to NPC. I wish that I genuinely wish people would be like more like, hey, just engage this. This is actually happening. So that's what that looks there, but now I'm pretty sure the people in Austin, like connected to whatever Cyberpunk is targeting as the Sixth Street gang, and like fake Greg Abbott and Dan Patrick and stuff. I'm pretty sure they're doing some like pagan ritual bullshit stuff that's like actually causing more disturbance, because they're not like, I don't think that, I think it's just really fucking stupid uses of energy. It's just wolf fucking people like doing stupid bullshit with energy. Pagan rituals. uh, bunch of bullshit that adds chaos for bad reasons. You want a good party? Set up the kingdom of heaven, where you actually have like supply chains that supply you the things that you want and need. Is that why all the supply chain shit got fucked up? It really is dumb it down time still? And like people whatever can't handle dealing with it, or is it just the idiots that are like attacking me and the system is locking down still? Are the fake governor and fake lieutenant governor gonna engage, or is it just gonna be the earthquake and then they get thrown in lava? Or second death burning fiery sulfur thing? As it's dropping a bit of rain here. You can see downtown. It looked like it looks like it does earlier, but I'm gonna keep it on this view. You can see a swirl in the cloud up there too. So, I'll also say this: I wasn't planning on waking up now. I wanted to sleep more. This is the second day that that's the case, but it's more because my schedule is like, it's just the middle of my sleep cycle here, or whatever this is. I don't have a sleep cycle, and I think that's like my phone kind of laughs at that, and I get it because it's like, what am I in a rush for? What am I getting cycled through? Why not just rest? I hate how this place works, and I can still feel how other people think about stuff because they're still exerting on me, and I don't want them to, but they don't want me to have like something doesn't want me to exist the way that I do. But y'all exist really stupidly, and you listen to fucking wolves and idiots. Wolves are not going to be able to help you get what you need. Not really. There's a reason that dogs are outside of the kingdom. That being said, it does say something about like puppies being inside, and but I believe it's the idea of the wolf-like mind. The wolf mind. Wolf. Compared to lion, compared to sheep, compared to whatever else. They're biblical concepts that get specifically brought up in the New Testament. Why? Well, you can see how people act and think. You can see the idea of why you had to be able to understand that and know that. We're at the point though where it's like you can see it, and whatever idiots can't, it's time to get rid of them. So what are these fake people that are like causing problems by trying to use? Are you banning a medicine? It looks like you got some fake medical center here. If they're not going to engage what's going on, like you just have too many fucking lies. Look, it's getting really heavy all of a sudden. I'm gonna close the window because it's getting in the window. I'm pretty sure they're phony people from South America set up because something's like trying to take over, and they've put themselves in positions. And the game is that if you get caught, they get melted, and the spirit of Yahweh is proven, and y'all realize that if you come into this domain and rape and violate people and lie and stuff, you'll get melted in fucking lava. You put. Right as I did that, there's a strong, like thunder outside. It's coming in through the window as as it's pouring down here. So here. Something about the storms of life coming and then like being founded on a solid foundation. It does kind of feel like the boat analogy. There's more lightning. The boat analogy, like I'm looking out at the storm. It's coming in the windows. I'm looking at the storm. I feel like some kind of ship captain if I like when I like came here and I'm like sitting here like this and the stuff is blowing by and I'm like but it talks about being like founded on a solid foundation and like the house being founded on something and then it seems like by the end of it it's like 1 foot in the land, 1 foot in the sea, right? I would open the window. It just really is like a rain that it's not even coming in that hard. It's just it's directional. Um, the way it's raining in there is a bit much still, so I'm just gonna. Here, look at how this looks. How does this keep pausing like this? Okay, well, without me. Like, I don't think I hit it there. Alright, you can see how this moved over. You can, like, see the movement of the clouds and stuff. I wish that YouTube was better at scrubbing through stuff as far as, like, I can go here and I can go through this like this and kind of maybe get, like, a quick time lapse. but you can really get a better view of how the rain falls by going through it like this. But it doesn't load it up well like that. And like something isn't trying to help me. Something's trying to like make it harder for me to figure it out. It's so that whatever group of wizards can steal the knowledge, but you can't steal this knowledge, and I'm gonna, if you're doing that, you're being identified, and I'm gonna have you killed in the most powerful way into eternal burning damnation. This is Yahweh versus the wizards. I'm not Voldemort. You get it? Wizards are a bunch of lying fucking assholes. Even in the real world, you have to deal with some things. If you're gonna fucking lie and cause all these problems, you're not wizards. You're fucking rapist piece of shit that need to die the worst deaths ever. Fantastic beasts and where to find them. Do you understand the idea of beasts now or what? As it thunders outside. You think it's Harry Potter with the lightning bolt symbol? Is that the like beast symbol, the lightning bolt symbol, or what? Energy derived from, it's just energy or something without whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. It's the symbol of a man, but then there's not like a. Is it the flamingo? The flamingo? Oh, is it the T? The Tesla just pulled in next door. The Tesla just pulled in. The Nicolations just pulled in. It went in the garage. The Tessellations. The Nicolations. I said the lightning bolt thing because it looks like people are trying to use just techniques to do the thing to get like some kind of weather stuff. And it's like instead of listening to what I'm saying, they're listening like we're going to steal whatever, like fucking everybody. But that also comes to a point where you can be sued, and then instead of dealing with you like whatever this fucking place is, I'm just going to identify you, hit a big earthquake, and melt you in lava. So stop your bullshit. Is this what the first order is? Is this why it's like the character whose name is Adam Driver, right? Is Adam the driver, or probably I'm the driver here? Did y'all take all the ability to like manipulate the fucking like systems like that through like the Death Stranding rape babies, Adam? Alex, is that what he did? Josh, you know? Ron, can you see there from Cali or what? I'm pretty pissed that nobody's actually engaging, but a big enough earthquake and you're gonna have to. Now I just said my family there, but at this point it's like, am I a clone in a lab? People aren't engaging what I'm saying, and it looks like they're trying to steal from me to their own detriment. Now I want a better reality, but people aren't engaging that, and they're just constantly stealing. I'm fine with a complete reset, but you're gonna give me what's fucking mine. You get it? Or how about this? You're gonna acknowledge once this earthquake happens the authority of Jesus, and none of this other bullshit's gonna exist anymore. And fun time. But to my cousins or whatever's going on with that, are you guys gonna engage more reasonably, or am I just still in the insane asylum losing my mind? Did y'all do something, or no? You just are watching as like the train wreck unfolds. Like, oh wow, he's dealing with this really well. Well, if you guys didn't do something, it'll be a lot better. If you did something, yeah, this is why it's the end. The game is hinting it, but it's also the soup of fucking names that people could just be trying to do whatever. So I'm at the point. I'm demanding engagement, and a 6 seal is gonna break. Ron lives in an earthquakeable place. There's just a crazy storm headed towards Tulsa or wherever the fuck. At a certain point, it won't matter. And this really is the thing I think from the end of the Bible, like where you gotta choose. Like I don't even think it's just family or whatever, but I'm asking my family to be a bit more reasonable if they are my family. Does the Bible actually have to end? It could be that they're in bubbles, and it really has to be like, you know, y'all really actually have to be like something's getting to me in my bubble, and something's projecting a new bubble around you. So I'm assuming it's Death Stranding babies. It's your kids who don't know what reality is, and they didn't know me before, and like y'all forgot. Listen to that thunder roar. Roar! Slaughterhouse! Look, even when Alex came, we played, like, I played Cyberpunk, or we put it up at least, like, it's a single player experience, so it'd be something you'd play at home. But I'm also pretty sure, like, some weird bullshit's going on with the. That was my right. Look, it's Alex us. Oh, Alex. Okay. Alex. Gotcha. Alexus. Alexus. Alexa. Oh, okay. Alexa. Okay. It really is. If people did evil bullshit and we're here at the end, I don't think y'all are my family, and I guess y'all just been spies. And did y'all pull me down from like a spaceship or something? Did I have technology on me when I was a kid, and you're like, y'all just been stealing it? You thought you could like fucking trick me? But if I'm able to like get to this point and stay awake, oh boy, everything jumps way faster. Everything moves way faster. Singularity time, Kingdom of Heaven time. Whatever bullshit's been going on. What's America? I know I saw the Men in Black in Tulsa. What? Also, where the Watchmen stuff was going on. So what's going on? Or the TV show. More of the wizards wizarding. It'd be nice if people just engage what was going on and like, yeah, there's like corporate machines that are doing things. Well, the corporate machines get beaten by the like religious authority. Yahweh is God, actually, and Jesus exists. So the authority from Revelation 3:12 really will be. Evident with the earthquake. Was that chickens across the street making noise, or was that a baby crying? think I heard the kids again or something. But I was just thinking, like, was someone taunting me like I was a clone, and then it flipped really hard on their head? I don't really care if people are clones or not. That's what I've said about people, but it does seem like, you know, someone's trying to do some, like, mind game fuckery, and, like, you're doing it to a guy just actually named Yoda. I guess, or people have called me Yoda enough to where it's like, I don't think I'm the little puppet thing. I think that's a fucking, again, it's like corporate tricks where they're like, stuff is willing to use magic and stuff and not engage that that's what's going on, and then still using like regular legal system bullshit, which once empowered by lies is pretty much magic. It literally is just magic empowered by legal fuckery, not the other way around. It's not something legal that's happened. It's like they've taken a magic thing and it has to be like the legal protection that some kind of magical cancerous rapist bullshit is doing. I need that with the power of Jesus. I'm gonna cut right through that. But right now, all I can do is like show you what's going on and tell you when I hit this earthquake, you're gonna get melted in lava. A Bronco just passed by. That was in Valentina's thing. So I keep seeing Broncos now. And then something just made noise. Is that one of Death Stranding babies? The Valentinas. Are all the Christian things like people trying to use the power of life in ways that they shouldn't, and then you've used it against me, and I've literally just been like raped by this system in a way that I can't believe that people are still doing this. And it's really obvious the overcomer narrative is how it is. So like you're basically you're saying if you're gonna like not engage what's going on with me that you don't even like pretty much that you don't even believe the Bible if you're like not just gonna engage it. Mostly it's like, well, are you gonna engage it and fix it? There's a bunch of people calling themselves Christians. You damn sure better. This earthquake happens. It's eternal shame and disgrace. If I'm just Matthew and I've been wrong, people are in the wrong. If I'm Yahweh and I've been wrong, I'm like, you've really wronged me. Right? I think the idea is probably, even if I was just Matthew, people have wronged me to the point that, like, the overcomer narrative is that I'm not just Matthew, I probably never was. I think I get that authority, the Word of God authority. Which I don't think it's just something I'm getting, I think it's something that I've had and people have ignored. Is the red project that when you actually like when the name is put on me and they boot up the disc of my reality and everybody attached to me? Is it that's the red project, not the thing that or the blue project or the whatever rainbow colored project and I'm taking it back for at this point, yeah. And if that doesn't if you're saying that's you and you're not with me, that's probably not you. How about this? If you're not with Jesus, and that's what ultimately gets decided, but I think I'm looking and feeling. let's see where this was. Let's see where where the radar has this as being today. As having been. It's hard to believe what we've seen on the screen is what's on the radar there. I don't actually believe that the radar's doing a good job around here. I think it's like bare minimum currently. I say that because like you can see on you can see the definition of the clouds on the on the thing, and the way just the way it doesn't quite look like this. I think some of it's also just again in like the radar doesn't do as well in urban areas or like city areas. I think partially because there's a wide range of different like metal structures and stuff. But I do think the radar is already better than this. I think there's already like radar where like cyberpunk radar stuff. I'm pretty sure that's what Tesla and like that stuff is doing. It's like getting scanning data and like scanning cities and getting data in real time, and then like all sorts of stuff is getting data. It's one of the reasons I was in the Internet of Things stuff. And that cryptocurrency IOTA, but I'm pretty sure all the crypto stuff was just people being cryptic about acting rapey with with breeding, and it ends up being the like using life in really stupid ways. I mean, like in ways at least to me, like instead of engaging what's going on around me, people just been beating me over the head, and I'm pretty sure that's part of what the Big Grail thing was, and like that was partially probably people trying to like I think it's like the Holy Grail thing, and like something trying to make some point, and whatever is making the point, they're just people. They're just people, and they've run into the actual spirit of God. They're people with demon spirits in them. How about that? And they've run into some like you have the overcomer narrative, and they don't. If they're going to be saints of the Most High, it's going to mean they're going to engage what's going on around them to violate my reality and say something. But say something and do something so we can have that kingdom of heaven, you know, on earth, manifest in a way that can't be talked away, and then on camera like it is, it doesn't go away. On camera like it is, in a way where it's been sorted out like this, it there's not going to be an argument or anything that can stand against it. Even here. Oh shit, why does this keep doing this? It keeps going out of live like here, hold on. It's like it's an abnormal behavior. The reason I'm doing this is I wanted to show the cloud there, but like it keeps exhibiting. This is why like currently, and I believe it's based on like the technology being locked down and slowing up. When I was in high school, the girls that were into Harry Potter and shit, they were like all into the wizardry bullshit. I'm pretty sure it's based on magic and stuff that people are doing, and I can see into it, and I could see people doing stuff then. Again, do people around me? You're at the point everybody built houses of cards, and the main one, the one that's like literally fake Babylon society, is about to crash down. That's what the seventh seal breaking is. Literally, complete brand new heaven, new earth. Like what this place is, the kingdom of the world goes away. Um, I kind of want to just lay down again. I don't even know. I could just record this as like a. This is just a storm, and I could record later. I'll probably play Cyberpunk because I got the downloadable content. The DLC is something on the DL or something C or something. But or is it DL Arena? Is that DL whatever Super Cyborg? Whatever. Right? I hear some kids, and I was like, are they using? They're across the street. Something about Noah Ambrosio. Is that his kid? It was immediate as I like. I'm like, are they using? Did they use? And he's like, is he not my kid? He's someone else's kid from around here, like a former mayor or something. Hold on. Or a Maya, because it's just a computer mocking reality. To the people across the street that are talking about. And what I just said there, that it was just as I thought that it's out there, and I know that this soup reacts in real time, and you do too. And so instead of just engaging like here's a heads up display to tell you actually what's happened, and like, these things can be verified because the evil fucking rapists that like run things, you know what I mean, when I'm talking about the mayors and stuff, is the current mayor, if he got doxxed, would it be the end of the city? Not just doxxed, if it like, if all of everybody's bullshit came out. Is my bullshit that I'm Yahweh? I mean, yeah, like we're at a part where it looks like y'all been lying, not me. And some's been trying to be like a lion and like the raw kind, and like I really think that it's the end of the Bible for doing that. On camera, like doing that at me with bad reasons, for rapey fucking reasons, like beasts. Now, I don't know if what's going on. It's like I feel like I'm in a bubble, but it feels like something's harassing me, something's in the neighborhood. It doesn't feel it's not good that there's not engagement, and whatever the supposed adults are that are around here that have told people to whatever, I'm still waiting on some reasonable engagement. You guys are like supposedly were the adults, or are you just the rapist that raped in the first time? And by that I mean to the people that I grew up with around the neighborhood here. You're just the first group of rapist adults that like raped in as we were young, and like you made up legal authority in order to take over whatever my thing was. Whoever's done that around here, it's just that people would have kept it going instead of doing the right thing. They literally had a fake fucking school going. I think where they were selling me and people bred out of me. And people claiming to be Christian or something because, you can buy good girls or something. They were the worst of all the fucking people. They end up being the fucking witchy whores that are causing a lot of these fucking problems. And it's just fake, phony fucking whores being used by computers, not the other way around. I will say you don't lose your responsibility in this. All this witchcraft and evil bullshit, it does cause a bunch of fucking problems. But you know what causes more problems than all of that? Lying. Whatever the fake president thing is, that fucking AI just lies using that whatever that sack of meat is. I don't even think it's the first iteration of whoever that sack of meat was. We're at the point like the earthquake's gonna happen, y'all getting melted in eternal burning torture and lava. Are you guys gonna drop the fucking act? Are you guys gonna stop being hard and start being wise? Wise and not the sharp kind of way. Wise and like the, oh shit, we're getting melted in lava if we don't fucking wise up. It wasn't wise to try to like play some kind of game against me in a really stupid way. It is fun to play with people, but there are people that are disguising the play and they aren't playing. They have done something wrong to me, and I need that to be fixed. And like, am I talking about whatever? Something's going on in the neighborhood here, and people aren't telling me, and I'm really stressed out about it. And you see the volcanoes blowing up and stuff pretty repeatedly here. You're seeing like repeated weather kind of I'm gonna say disturbances in the way that these are coming. This isn't like it's summer showers, but we've seen this summer. I believe the way the weather stuff works is some kind of pagan ritual stuff that a computer has like a computer and a tower of wizards have kind of figured out, and like they're trying to exert really hard, and I think that that's the thing that in Revelation 13 using that and exerting with that. And then I just came in here much like the thing with the UFO. Oh, y'all got a UFO? Mine's better. And like let me make this real clear. And then there's real power in that. They can't upend the actual power in the fact that there's going to be an earthquake and all their like fuckery where they can kind of like oh, I can lie and manipulate things and do this and no, and they're caught in all the shit that they've done. And I think I've made some good art out of it. Now, do people want to engage that this happened, or are you guys just gonna go down with the ship in the lava? It's gonna be entertaining for me. It's not fun particularly to be hurt like this and for people to still be fighting like reality. The reality is the reality. I can't believe that people are still on like ignoring that this is happening. But I think we're at the point where like trying to use what I've said there, like science is basically like without the Christian basis to it, right? Without Yahweh, the first of all you need a knower, and you're mirroring whatever loser is trying to like rob you using science and not knowledge. And like science seems to be a like I've said, an intellectual property. Look, as Alexis is going by, because the Lex is them. Is that the house? It says TSY. Is that the house that that Conrad people that I like? That's what I was saying. It's like there's something going on where did wizards from other places, because I've shown stuff on camera, and then you're fucking wizards. You don't actually know what's going on. You're just a bunch of fucking idiots being used by computers harassing something that does know more than you. And now, if you don't back off when the earthquake happens, I am going to have you melted in burning eternal torture and lava. You're fucking causing so many problems. I shouldn't have to like talk like that, but Jesus. You're causing a lot of problems. I'm kind of being like, making art out of things, but I understand also that like making a show out of stuff like that, you can be taken as not serious, but people didn't take me as serious when I was serious for a long enough time, and they were already wronging me. This is why we're at this point. This is why there is power in me being a lightning clown. I'm not just a lightning clown, but it's kind of like you're gonna take me lightly, and that's okay. It's not gonna turn out well for you. You're gonna take me lightly when there's truth to what I'm saying that could help and fix whatever's going on around here that for certainly is not it's not acting like the kingdom of heaven. Not to me. It's nice and calm and peaceful, but you can have like mannequins acting all calm and peaceful, and then behind them, demon spirits moving. You think just because Cheryl and Ray are old, they don't have like they have like very strong spirits attached to them, incredibly strong. You're seeing as I can't like this is why we're in this situation. They're incredibly strong, and they're being whatever the dominion is around here. People figured out a long time ago that they could lie to them and fuck with my reality. The problem is now we're on camera and they've done that, and they want something that works, and I'm about to hit a big fucking earthquake, and it really is going to verify the Jesus narrative, and y'all have done this to the one from the end of the Bible who has in the least the authority of Jesus, Yahweh. And so whatever Satan's lied repeatedly and have fucked up my life, you're going to be destroyed. I'm going to destroy Yah. Am I going to do it? I think Yahweh's going to do it, because you aren't going to drop your evil bullshit. Literally, people aren't dropping. And by evil bullshit, I mean like, engage the kingdom of heaven. There's clearly a kingdom of the world doing stuff, and that's the idea. Is that whatever kingdom of the world is still asserting over my reality, that shit's gonna end immediately. The 6th Street stuff, where it literally looks like the game, and the game is like Gavin. It looks like Gavin from fucking California is like using whatever to taunt whatever the fuck's going on in Austin because they used the tech community to take over Austin and all that tech money being threatened to take that they take it out of there. What is Greg Abbott gonna be like? No, we'll block him so that you can we'll take all this money that you're putting in. But it's evil and it's hurting people. You're fucking cancer. This is the real Night City Medical Center. It's about to be Day City. It's about to be 6 a.m. and the sun's shining on you fucking vampires. Is it Blade? Or am I double Blade? In any instance. And by double Blade, it's like whatever the thing is where they've used two men to make a point to me. The two men and it's homosexual something on top of that. It's the two men, two wiener thing. Now you have a problem when I'm talking like this to the Republican people or whatever the elephant people. They want to bullshit on stuff, and then is that just the animal, the elephant? And like the other people have wronged me to the point where they all they can say is ally. They don't got another thing to say really. Ally. I'm really loud when I'm saying this. This is why everybody cries at the end too, because Jesus is real and people just didn't believe for a long time, and put a bunch of evil on me because they didn't believe. But some people are putting good on me, so I see that and I thank you. And like when I can address that in the kingdom, in a more like, hey, I can just engage and thank you directly, I do that. But right now I can't really like. The targeting for both good and bad is off. That's the heads up display. This is one of the ways Satan keeps things chaotic, and that's why things suck. Things are pretty ordered around here, but it's ordered using like robot computer bullshit where people act off like parameters and then they don't even keep to those parameters because they're lying people, not real robots, but whatever. This is why my voice is pretty deep, because it's just, I'm going to cut through all your fucking lies and bullshit. I already went through one generation of this. I went through one generation of this. This has already happened to me. As Matthew. You get that, right? Are you starting to get that more and more now? Like the computer reality cyber like version of this? This already happened. You've already lost because this already happened before. I can literally just sue you in a court that exists and prove that you've just done a thing that people have already done to me. And they didn't have the, it's the same like DJ thing. They didn't have the authority to do it the first time. How fucking stupid. How about this? They had legal authority because they stole it. It was just stolen human legal authority. Leg Al authority. Can you hear the kid? Alright, I think I'm gonna end the video here, or like, yeah, I'm just gonna end the video here. You can see that there's still, again, there's like a tower over downtown kind of, or like that area, it's in that direction or whatever. The videos from yesterday. I mean, the video from yesterday is pretty. Is this part of what it is? The breeding stuff is like YouTube. You can still just make accounts, and whatever the thing is would weigh someone's account in the same way as my account. So like a random new account that's taunting me, like fucking Palpatine, it's able to do that. It can just someone can just generate an account like these Death Stranding babies around here, and they have the same weight as my reality in the same way as like, or something's trying to give it that, and I think something is like making like, in the way that I'm saying these two, who I'm pretty sure are my parents, and it really is the overcomer narrative. But even if it's something else, then there still could be elders of Yahweh. But I'm like, I'm looking at it like, the fuck are people doing? We're at the point of like, it's pretty untenable that people are still doing this, knowing the consequences, knowing what Revelation says. And again, I've already gone through this. This is the idea of the like giant baby head in the Matrix. Is that the giant? Is that like a bunch of children are being given the same, like their view on reality is being given the same authority as me? Or how about this? Yahweh. This is the thing that literally I believe in. Like, you see the thing it talks about in Revelation, it's some giant thing that crushes down the saints of the Most High. That's what's going on in Zion in the movie The Matrix. And I'm pretty sure the power of Neo actual is that Neo can deal with the Sentinels that whatever the fake America thing is creates, because of the 48th president thing that I made a point about, because of whatever fucking stupid bullshit that is. You aren't really presiding over much other than being the biggest liars in the fucking room. And then I'm pretty sure this just ends up looking like me playing Metal Gear Solid 4 or 2 or 3 or no, 2 or 4. And then Metal Gear Solid 4 is whatever evil Death Stranding baby the fake presidents did, I think. And that's Solid Us or Solid whatever. And then in the soup it's just so fucking obvious. You know what I mean? GW. What'd you do, George? Anyway, the hold on. Solid 4. And then I'm pretty sure this just ends up looking like me playing Metal Gear Solid 4. Even the iron thing, it's like, it sounds like how I would get back something to like deal with whatever the iron thing is some kind of Metal Gear like iron rod type thing. And it's probably because whatever evil bullshit that they've done to attack me through the females. And I think they just give random fucking men like precedent or whatever. Like, that's the idea. The presidents, they give them precedent. All right, they just give random fucking assholes precedent. They were homeless people, right? That's what's going on in Zion in the movie The Matrix. Okay, yeah, and then like, but they're like fake homeless people or something. That's why in the thing they had that underground. I mean, not the underground thing. The we're in the game in Cyberpunk. They got like Joe whatever, and it's, I think it's talking about Joe Biden, and it's like a thing under a bridge. It's like a homeless encampment. All right. So I'm pretty sure they got people that like They put up a big tower of wizards with some demon spirit bullshit, and then it just takes a long time because they could steal as much resources as they need to keep their fucking machine going. And then they have all the corporate power, so they can get all the wolves to act how they want. And then since they have the legal precedent because of what they've stolen, they could just be like, well, it's fine that they do it. So it's long-term siege, but they aren't a religion. Satanism isn't a real thing. So it's just being adversarial. You can see that Yahweh is considerably more adversarial in like in strength to Satan than Satan is. Like Satan gets beaten by the fact that Yahweh first of all exists, and Satan is a spirit of denying Yahweh in any of the capacities that would then empower some kind of spirit against that, right? Something like that. And then there's like the Old Testament. You could make Yahweh claims, but then you need Jesus. Actually, mostly because of the Jeremiah 23:5 and 6 thing, and there's an and like the that with that with like the time period in the Book of Daniel, and like the fact that it's just like we're at the point it really is. Even in my own reality, whatever the cyber reality part of this is, I've done this. And like the me explaining the baby head thing where it's like something is giving children and like making that the norm and has for a while. And I think the idea is maybe there's that indigo children bullshit where it's like your children don't have special powers. You're giving like just sacks of meat humans precedent and ability to abuse me using AIs and shit. And I've had to have a shield and then go through a process a number of times in order to prove out why I have the shield and why I'd have the authority to then do something. But like we're at the point where it's literally just they're trying to use breeding to like undo reality out of the creative pool of energy and things you could resource out of it instead of fixing the problems. And then part of it is how they're resourcing out of stuff isn't in of itself a it's just it needs to end. At least it needs to be addressed in a kingdom of heaven fashion where it's like what's going on as either a pagan version or like it's literally what is America a thing. It doesn't seem like it. I'm pretty sure that's the abyss thing at the fifth is like whatever is wars on my reality for 5 months is like, is that what's going on? It looks like some stupid bullshit out the abyss is making dumbass points to me. Something that doesn't exist going into a burning eternal torture, right, Don? Is that a bad Don? Something, or ABD, something to be destroyed? And it's a brain dance? All right. I'm gonna end this video here. It doesn't need to be long that much longer. It's about 4. It's 4 p.m. Grimy, and I'm feeling pretty grimy, Grimes. Grimerson. So this is where I'm gonna end this, but is the Six Church thing where the Houston weather people get in trouble for not engaging this, and there's like some kind of weather event in Houston, and like they're not gonna be like just repeated over and over, and then like some major thing would cause an earthquake because I believe that they're losing the ability to exert on the weather in the way that they did, where again they couldn't control it. It became a like a it's like a they can exert on it, and it's getting less and less, and it's coming back. I'm like getting my right side back. If me getting the hand, like the hand that Jesus sits at, and the side of like me being honest about what's going on, and like very clearly pointing out whatever, then you like the just ads lying corporate bullshit that is gonna end, and that's gonna get your ass in trouble if you don't just engage this like you're not fucking robots. Are you in formation and you're just gonna dance and try to void me out? That's why the earthquake ends that. You're really gonna bet everything? This is why it is everything, because just lava. You're blocking everybody, and you're literally being cancer on me for fake fucking authority. For authority that is the authority that gets thrown down in Revelation 6 when the sixth seal breaks. The like governors and people in charge and all that kind of shit. The generals and stuff and the minute influence. So I'm just saying this to all sorts of groups of people. Yeah, like you're not gonna beat the truth, and like I've gone through enough of something to where clearly the overcomer narrative from Revelation is manifest in my reality in a way that you're in trouble, and I'm gonna hold you to account if you don't fucking engage and you've been attacking me. And there's enough people that have been attacking me because they've been resourcing out of my reality. That's a lot of people around here, and not saying anything. Mostly I'd like just some engagement, you know? Reasonable like I'm looking at the other view here and you can see kind of the clouds dancing at Fuego. And you can see the clouds dancing over the city here. All right, I'm into this. And I'm gonna lay down. Have this one later. Yeah.